Hi, my name is Ali Rouzati. I've been surrounded by rugs ever since I was a young kid, jumping from one rug pile to the next. My dad opened his first rug store about 40 years ago, and I would help him out occasionally, but nothing to a significant extent. My goal was to become a lawyer, and after graduating from college, I worked as a paralegal for a few years and decided that it was no longer my calling. I returned to our family business a few years after the 2008 recession while completing computer networking certifications. Despite my dad's years of expertise in this field and loyal clientele, I noticed a drastic decline in sales and traffic and started to think of creative ways to revamp this business to make it more relevant to today's market. Fast forward 10 years, and together we've established two locations in the North Shore of Chicago, one in Evanston providing area rugs and rug services, and one in Wilmette focusing on stair runners and wall-to-wall carpeting. As I've delved more deeply into the intricate details of this business, my passion for the rug industry has grown more and more. And I've always been curious to see everything that goes on behind the scenes of the art of rug weaving in person. This documentary was made not just to shed more light on handmade rugs, but to also quench my thirst for knowledge as well, so that I can gain a deeper understanding and appreciation behind this special art form. Join me for the next hour and a half as I share with you my memorable journey through India. Welcome to the beautiful and very hot country of India. Right behind me is the gorgeous Lotus Temple. From the dyeing of wool in rural areas to rug weaving and rug manufacturing, I'm going to expose you to behind the scenes of the entire world of rugs. All right, so right now we are in the office of one of our production partners here, and this is the Carpet Designing Center. These are standard ARS color palms used in the rug industry. Each color palm along the side has a code. This one, for example, says BM01. And these color palms are used to customize certain rug colors. So when a client chooses this palm, what happens is that we give this to our designer and the manufacturer, and they're able to use this within the program to be able to customize the colors of the rug that they would like to have woven. So in this scenario, we have this rug here that is from our manufacturer's collection. This is a standard rug that has been woven before multiple times.
Yes.
Now, the client has requested to customize the colors of the rug that she wants with these two palms, and go ahead and make the customization on this image right here.
So this should be the ground color. Make it ground blue.
Philip, generally, how long does this process take? Is it just a few seconds or does it take a while?
Converting this kind of design in this 5:5 quality, he takes like 1 day, like 8 to 9 hours.
Okay,
To make this whole graph, assign the colors.
I see.
So these colors are just to denote that this is blue and this is for the designer idea or for the client idea. Originally, when we printed this graph, we dye the colors with the help of the color which customer choose.
Yes.
So the color from this palm and the color we dye are exactly the same. This is on the screen, but this is a hair. So it always vary little bit. This is called the beauty of handmade rug.
Exactly.
It will not be like a machine.
Actually, I have a really interesting question. Since you've been designing rugs for 40 years now, Has it been difficult to change and stay updated with all of this technology?
हाथ से ही बनाते थे, वो हो गया पूरी तरह से ज़्यादा।
First, he was making on by hand, and he said like 12, 15 years ago, the technology changed, and he learned this. He has 3 kids. All the 3 kids are computer engineers, so they helped him.
They helped him to stay updated.
Yeah, stay
Okay, that's
updated.
interesting.
And he is now one of the best guy in this business.
No, clearly I can tell. What I'd like to show and come here to get a better look of this, even if you can zoom in just a little bit more, you can see all of the colors here. These are with respect to all of the color palms that are used within this rug. As you can see, the navy, the light blue, the pink here. And if you shift a little bit more this way, this is the name of the rug collection and the rug number here, AN311, and also the size of it, it's 9 by 12 feet. So once this has been completed, what is exactly the next step after this?
We print this on a printer, and the print is of the same size of the rug, like 9 feet by 12 feet. And then we issue it with the material to the loom, where the weaver put it in front and they see the knotting, and it is the map like you saw the graph.
Yes.
And they weave every map, and we are going to show you the whole process, how the rug, the baby is conceived and baby is delivered.
So I'm here with Dilip and Begwan, our driver here, and we're headed to Baizgodan. That's a small industrial sector where the dyeing of the wool is performed.
This is our dyeing plant.
Hi.
This is Ali from Chicago.
How are you? It's nice to
I'm
meet you.
So,
What about you?
I'm doing good, thank you so much for having us.
yeah.
This is fantastic. Look at this facility. So
Yes.
tell me, where does this start exactly?
Once we receive the yarn from the mill, it's like that. In this shape, we receive it, and you can see this hang. So this is the hand spun yarn. You can see.
And how can you tell that it's hand spun and not machine?
It's uneven. You see, here it is thick, here it is thin. So this is spun by ladies. They spin it by hand.
Yes.
So it is uneven. And all the Jaipur rugs we made for you is made by this hand spun yarn.
So come in and zoom in on this. This is really interesting. As you can see, there's inconsistency with regards to the thickness in certain areas. Like you can see how thick this area is, and then just a few inches down, it gets thin right around here. And that's how you can tell that this is hand spun wool. So this is raw, right? It's not dyed.
Yeah, this is not dyed.
Okay.
This is just received from the mill, spinning mill, and after receive this, we take it to the process.
Okay.
So-
And these are imported from other countries, right?
Mostly in India, we use imported wool. There is
Okay.
very less wool production in India.
Okay.
We import it from different countries, mostly New Zealand, Argentina, Saudi Arab. So a lot of wool is used in India.
And New Zealand wool is actually some of the best wool in the world. So,
It has the longest fiber.
yes, absolutely. Great. Well, what goes on after this?
So I will take you to this area
Sure.
where we show you, like, once we receive the wool, we put it into the rings. You see the ring?
Okay. Yeah, yeah. So these are batched in rings together. How many are in each of these batches?
Each ring is like 3 of the hang,
Okay.
and all together somewhere between 50 to 60.
Okay.
So somewhere between 15 to 20 kg yarn is just folded in these rings.
Interesting. I see. Yeah, I see it says 13 here. So this is 13 kilograms?
Yeah, 13 kg yarn.
Okay. Okay. Wow. And why are the rings used?
Rings we use because rings get flexibility. It turns when we put it in the boiler. So the boiler turns, and ring also make it move. Like you have seen the big hubla,
Sure, sure.
where they turn the two turns. So the color goes everywhere evenly.
Okay. So it's used more for functionality purposes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Now, I remember you had mentioned After this, wow, that's a huge boiler. Look at that.
Yeah.
Is that what heats these machines here?
Yeah, all the water and all the color which we heat over here, the heat comes from this boiler. You see the boiler, it is very hot, don't go near that.
Yeah.
So,
And it's fueled by the wood that he's breaking
filled
up
by
here,
it.
right?
Yes.
Now, I remember that you had mentioned that before the dyeing is applied, it's rinsed for about 10-15 minutes in just water.
Let me show you how we do that.
Okay.
You know, so these are different capacity of boiler. Like if we have 5-6 kg of one, we use that, the small one. If we have 15 kg, we are using this. If we have more than 20 kgs, we are using this big one.
Okay.
So you see the ring, we put the yarn on the boiler, and first we use only boiled water, no color.
Okay.
So it gets, you know, evenly wet.
Okay.
So that we do for 10-15 minutes. After 10-15 minutes, we add the color, and then we start dyeing it, you know, round and round and round and round.
Okay. So once the dye is applied, how long does that process take?
Normally it takes 45 minutes to 1 hour, but there are some soft colors. So for that we use like double the time or 2.5
Really?
like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Wow. So this entire process could total up to 3 hours then, right?
Yeah, this process is like, for the normal wool it's 1.5 hour, but for softer wool it's like 2.5-3 hours.
That's really interesting. So each of these are done in terms of quantity. That is able to sustain less. You said around 5 kilograms, and the smaller one, 15, and then 15 plus for this one, right?
Yes.
This is a gorgeous color, this green.
Yeah.
I love this.
Nice green.
Yeah. So this is done now, right?
This is almost colored. So we are waiting for the water and, you know, the color to get out.
Okay.
Then we will take it to the rinse.
So once this is done, what's the next step?
Yeah, we will take it to this machine called hydro.
Okay.
We will put this in hydro, and you can see inside it's like the same system in your washing machine.
Sure.
That take out the water and make it, you know, without water, like, you know,
Yes, it dries it out.
It dries it out.
So how long does this process take exactly?
This is like around 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Now see the machine is stopping,
Yes.
and
is it set automatically to that timing, or do you calibrate it yourself?
we calibrate. And you see these are the rinse yarn. It came from.
Okay. So these have already been rinsed.
Yeah, this is
They're ready
wet.
to
You can
dry.
touch and see it is already wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still moist.
So now the second journey of this yarn is going to see the sunlight.
And they're placed on this cart here, right?
So we place it into this cart and we will take it this to the elevator.
Okay.
And elevator will take it up.
Can I give him a hand?
Yeah. You can feel how the worker is working.
Yeah, this is amazing. Honestly, Dilip, this is so intriguing. All of these little elements going into rug weaving.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely fascinating.
It's one of the toughest job, you know, right from shearing the shape up to, you know, carving and high and low. Everything is done by hand.
Just imagine how many hands have to be passed through just for a rug to be made.
Once somebody buys a rug to take it to his house or her house,
Yeah.
you know, they are blessed by more than 30-35 families minimum. Sometimes 50 families, they bless them because just they buy that one rug.
And so when rugs are purchased, these are the people that are being supported. All these employees and their families. It's absolutely fascinating.
King's chair. So this is the rooftop where we are dyeing these yarns. You can see this is silk, this silk dyeing.
Yeah, I can tell from the shiny
Yeah.
texture of it.
Yes. And
Look, there's so much wool here.
yeah.
What I love is how it's organized in accordance to color. Like you have the gray there, you have the white there, the beige.
You know, we
brown.
want to give everything even sunlight, so we spread it, and after 1.5 hours, you know, we turn it so that the back part also get the same sunlight. Because you know, sometimes you see the color cut, there is a difference of color in the ground.
Sure.
It is dye in the same thing. So sometimes somebody didn't turn. So the back part haven't got that sunlight. So there is a little bit of difference in the color.
Oh.
That is not a defect. That is the beauty of handmade rug.
And about how many hours is this placed in the sunlight?
You know, it needs like 5 to 6 hours of good sunlight.
By the way, I am sweating. I mean, this is so hot here in the midday.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if these got drier even sooner than that. I mean,
Yeah, you can see this.
97 degrees. Take a look at this. 97 degrees in Jaipur.
And this is October. When you come in June or July, we go up to 126.
That's ridiculous. I don't know how you guys live here.
And still we working.
This is so fabulous to just see, get exposed to this. And you know, I've noticed the prominence of bamboo in the rug industry.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Mostly for the loom also, and for this area. This area in India, we get a lot of bamboo, and we are using this since hundreds of years.
Yeah.
So we keep it as it is. It's easy to handle, you know.
You know, what I love so much about bamboo is that it's a relatively dense material. At the same time, it's light. It's
Yes.
not heavy by any means.
It's not
so
heavy.
it
It's
doesn't
easy
bother
to
you.
transport.
Yeah.
See, this is how we are. This just came from the hydro.
Mm. And he places it just straight down in half on both ends. Okay.
Yes.
So tell me, after this process, what happens?
Once
after
this
that?
get dried, we bring it here into this room, and you know, we make bundles. Every color is this bundle. Then this goes to our woolen godown, which you saw that time we used at the time of issuing the rug.
Yes.
So we have all the yarns, and you know, we bait and we make bags and we issue. So this one, and once we issue this, you know, I believe you have seen small balls, you know, at the loom.
Yes.
So-
it hung up on the bamboo as well.
So with this hang, these ladies, they make small balls.
Yes.
So the weaver, they hang it on the back, and they take yarns, and you know, they read the map and they make the rug like that.
So this is the finished wool that is used for rug weaving, and from that point, that's when the rug weavers would take these colors and weave each piece of wool knot by knots to make the beautiful designs that you see. So I see behind here you have a lot of books. Are these all records?
Yeah, these are the shades, the colors.
And show me a sample of this because I'm really curious.
These are the
Each-
shade numbers.
Okay, okay.
These are the weights, and this is the net quantity after processing.
So the shade number of the corresponding color, so like this one is LS177.
Yeah.
So that's this shade here. This is wool or silk?
This is a silk.
This is silk. And then you have the quantity
Yeah,
of
quantity.
the color.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the material yarns.
Of the yarn.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. In kilograms,
Program.
right?
Yeah.
And then what is this here again?
This is the gross weight of the yarn.
So this is the exact weight. This is the gross weight.
Yeah.
I see. What is this exactly?
This is the recipes, the combination of colors
Sure.
which we mix to bring this color on the undyed yarn.
The color, which is LS177.
1777.
Right? Okay. Come here, take a look at this. Let me show this to the camera. So you have the shade number here.
Yeah.
And then this is the recipe. So it has a mixture of brown. The quantity is 1.152. And then gray, red, gray, violet. So you're saying that a combination of all of these colors is what makes LS177, which is this color
This
here?
color. Yeah.
Wow, that's really interesting. And I mean, how do you know how to mix all of these together? It seems like a very difficult process.
We have some thought process, which we can say idea about which color, how we combine the colors, so how they look into the yarn.
But do you like sample them?
Yeah.
Or okay. Do you
We
an
have
area to do
this
that?
laboratory.
Oh, nice. Let me take a look at this. So this is where you guys do the sampling, right?
Yeah. These are the colors.
All of
different,
these
different.
here.
Yeah. These are the different colors.
Okay.
From here, we weight these colors into this weight machine.
The scale.
Yeah.
Show me how this is done. This is really
Like-
intriguing for me.
These are the combination of colors which
Okay.
we used to dye the LS177, and this is the weight of 1.152 gram.
1.1. So you would do 1.1.
Now the second color is gray.
So how much is of the gray? 2.8.
2.8.
So once you have all of this together, do you mix it together or what do you do?
This is the dry color.
Yes.
We put this into the hot water.
But do you sample the hot water here? You have like somewhere where you boil it, or
Yeah.
Okay.
We take
Oh.
the sample.
Okay. You put it here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you boil hot water on this machine
Yeah,
here.
machine, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you would take this dry coloring, put it in there.
Yeah.
And how long would you keep it there?
Until the color is completely mixed into the water.
And how do you tell that? Like, is there a time period, or you just kind of take a look and?
Yeah, we keep mixing on it. This is the stick.
Yes.
We mix it.
Okay.
Once it mix, it took around 5 to 6 minutes.
Okay.
It completely mix. Then we put it into the beaker.
I see. Okay. And you just from there, once you have the sample, you have the correct color, then you make it on a larger scale to be able to put into
The pot.
that machine, the pots, and dye the wool from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. It's fantastic. All right, so now we've taken a pit stop at a gas station nearby on the way to the town of Manoharpur. That's the location where the rugs are actually woven at. All right, okay. Let's go to the weaving center.
So Alijan, we have seen like how we issue the rug on loom. So this is our weaving center. You can see these bags. These are the bags which we pack here and bring.
Yes.
So these are in waiting. Once the loom is free, then we'll put on loom.
This is
Like
fantastic.
you can see one of this bag. This is a 9x12 bag. So the material, yarn, and map, everything is packed in this.
Yes, and it's labeled just like it was in the washing
So-
center.
It was in the washing center and the issue center. You saw that.
The size, the quality, 8.8 quality. Is it 8.8 or 9.9?
9.9.
Scratch shot. Okay, so this is
9.9.
9.9 quality,
Yes.
8.9 by 11.9. That's about a 9x12.
Yeah. No.
Interesting.
And
These are the weavers. This is fantastic.
yeah.
Look at the way that they're sitting. This seems so difficult. Dilip, how many hours do they sit like this?
It's like 2-3 hours. Then they go for washroom and some refreshment
Sure.
and something. But altogether in a day, they weave like 8 to 9, 10 hours.
Wow, that must be so difficult.
Yeah.
How did they get used to this?
They are doing this for generations, so
Yeah.
it's in their blood.
I can't even imagine it. I get tired sitting on a chair for just 1 hour.
I
Imagine
know.
sitting like this.
We have to salute them. We have to respect them. Their job, what they are doing. So first, when we bring a rug, when we bring the bag, we make this warp, the whole warp, and you see the warp is like from one warp to other warp. There is a difference, like there is a space.
Yes.
So this space is for the knotting. Like in 1 inch there are 9 warps, so this is a 9-9 rug.
Okay.
If in 1 inch there are 10 warps, so it is a 10-10 rug. Because on the warp they are going to make the knots, you can see. So if it is 9, then they are going to tie 9 knots.
I understand. Okay. Okay. So again, this is the foundation of the rug. You have the warp here, and then the weft is this right here. This is put right through, and then the knots are woven right on top of that individually, one by one.
Did you see after completing 1 knots how they hit it?
Yes.
So the knots get settled.
They settle it so it gets put right on the foundation.
This is the rug on loom. It's
Okay.
the same quality 9-9. And you can see here the tightness, and you can see how they are making with the wool and silk.
I can see the shiny silk here. Then you have the wool base as well. So this is a 9-9 quality. Do you have the charts? I'd like to show the map of this one as well.
We will show you the chart later on. Once we finish that, we will take you to the area and open the chart.
Sure. Now let's go to the other side. I'd like to show this area. So as you can see, the wool is hung right behind them on this bamboo pole. And they conveniently placed this right behind so that they could just grab it and use the specific colors from this graph to weave, and then they move on to the next one. And if you go right in here, you'll notice the graph located right here. The weavers use this graph in accordance to what is necessary to be able to guide them to weave the rugs one by one. Can they teach me how to weave one of the knots?
एक दो इनसे करवा दीजिए, एक दो इनसे करा दे. इनका नाम अली भाई है.
He's going to teach me how to make some of these knots right now. So you have to sit like this? Okay, where do I start?
He will teach you. He is the teacher.
Go through here, yes? And down, and then cut. Left to right. This one, yes? This one, okay. This is a great piece of wool. It's inconsistent with the graph here. And as you can see, this is gray here as well. Okay, so you go first from left to right, under the warp of this rug, okay? And then you select the corresponding warp to the left of it here. Yes? Yes? Or this one? This one, okay. So this is the one next to it. And you go under, okay?
Right.
And this makes the knot. Then you slide this down. And you cut with this tool here. Now this took me about, I'd say 10 to 15 seconds to make one knot. He's been doing this for more than 30 years. So he's doing this every 2 to 3 seconds. In one 9x12, there is 126,000 knots. Imagine how much time you have to put into this. And I just only made a few knots here. So this is just absolutely fantastic work. Now, something that I'd like to point out is that all of the weavers are older men. As you can see, there are no children involved. That's something that we actually pride ourselves on, is no child labor. Now, about 40 years ago, it was customary where children would have to actually come and help the families and work outside of school. But nowadays, these older men are making a strong living wage to be able to support their families, so the children just live normal lives. They can play and they can go to school. Now, due to technological advancements, we're able to use charts and graphs to be able to make the rug weaving process much more efficient. Each of these are in boxes, and each box here for this specific rug is of a 9-9 quality. Now, when we talk about 9-9, that means that vertically you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes going up and down here, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going across. So that's 9 times 9, 81 knots per square inch. And that same graph has been applied right here for the weavers, as you can see. And I'll show you the quality on the back side in terms of the tightness of the weave right here. So this is known as a 9-9 quality. Now come in and zoom in on this. Good morning from the beautiful and busy city of Jaipur. I'm here with Sahil and my videographer Upenda. We're heading to Jodhwara, which is about 15 miles north of the city of Jaipur. That's where the rug washing center is, and we're going to meet one of our vendors there. All right, it looks like we've arrived, so let's check it out.
Remember, sir?
Thank you.
Hello, Mr.
Hi,
Ali.
how are you
Welcome,
doing?
welcome.
Thank
How
you
are
so much. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
My God, look at all this wool.
yeah.
This is amazing.
This is the place where a rug is conceived. The start of the rug is here.
So tell me, how does this all begin?
You know that we make our drawing, our map on computer. The
Yes.
designers are sitting, in the area, and they are making the designs. Once the design is complete, then we print the map. I'll show you how we print the map and what is the process. So this is a map. The map is mostly as of the size of the rug. Like this is a 8 by 10, so the map is 8 feet by 10 feet. It's divided into 6 parts.
Interesting.
Just to make the weaver easy,
Okay.
he can see one rug.
So what are these here? These samples of wool?
In this rug, like there are 9 colors. So we have put all the 9 colors just to help the weaver, like what is the placement and where it's going to be used.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose, see, this is the gray color. It is mentioned all over gray, gray, gray.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a beige color.
Yes.
So this means weaver is aware that wherever the gray dot is there, he is going to use the beige color.
Okay.
So this is to help the weaver to go and weave the color at the right place.
And what are these numbers here that you have along with the samples of the wool?
These are the percentage of the yarn used in the rug. Like
Okay.
first one you see is 65.4%. It means that is the base color. You see all the white in the rug.
All this white here?
Yeah,
That's
all
the
white.
65.04.
65%. So
Okay.
65% is the ground, and that is from the wool, and rest everything is silk. So 35% is silk. So this rug is 65% wool and 35% silk.
Interesting. Okay.
So after making this, we make this. We call it a job card.
Mm-hmm.
It's the guideline for the issuing of the material and what we are giving it to. It's like a document.
Mm-hmm.
Like this much you get. So these are the shade numbers, our own shade numbers, and this is the job card for 9 by 12 as well as 8 by 10.
I see.
So these are the total percentage, total kilogram. Like in 9 by 12 we use 26 kg 200, and in 8 by 10 we use 19 kg 200.
Okay. So on the left end, this is the shade number of each particular sample of wool.
This is our shade number, our library shade number.
Okay. The next would be the weight that's incorporated and the amount for
Yes.
each shade.
Yes.
Okay. And then the corresponding sizes, like the
Yeah,
8
this
by 10
was
and
for
9
the
by
6 by 9. We haven't made the 6 by 9 till now. We have made a 9 by 12, so we know.
12. Okay.
So right now we are going to repeat a 8 by 10 rug on the loom. So this is how we are going to issue a rug. And like this is a 8 by 10. Now I'll show you. This is the base color. 19 kg 200 grams used in this rug.
So I see you have more than 19 kilograms. Why is that?
Yeah, this is because of the experience. Sometimes weaver go and sometimes they lose something. Some kid takes some and he start playing, or something fell on that rug. So the looms are like 60-70 miles away from here. So they have to come, and it's waste of time. So we give them extra yarn for every shade and base material.
Okay.
So whenever they complete, and the rest what is balanced, they bring it back,
Okay.
which we will show you in the next part.
So that's mainly just to cover the margin of error, just in case there's some type of
Absolutely.
error or mistake made. You have some extra to provide.
You
to
are
them.
bang. You are bang on right.
All right.
And these are the other colors. You can see total 8 colors of silk and 1 color of wool. And here is the base material for the warp and weft.
So this is the base material used for
Warp
the
and
foundation of the rug.
weft. Absolutely
Okay.
true. So everything is going into the back, and we just wrap the bag and give it to the weaver.
Okay.
And you can see the outside of the bag, the design number is written.
Yes.
This is our job number.
Okay.
This is the size. And when we will issue, that time we mark the date, like what date we are issuing, and when we receive, we will give the receiving number.
Interesting. Okay. I also noticed on the map there were some other things along the side.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is the size number, right?
Yeah.
So this is ASR11A. That is the...
This is the design number.
Okay. Okay. That's
And
the design number.
Since this is a custom size, so size is 7996
Feet. And then
77 is the quality, like 7 inch in 1 inch. The total knots are 7 by the horizontal and
Yes.
7 vertical, so 49 knots per square inch.
Okay. So 77 is in reference to the quality of the rug, where you have 7 knots going down, 7 knots going across, and then that's 7 times 7, 49. So that would be 49 knots per square inch.
Perfect.
What are these? All these charts here behind us?
These are the maps, like, once we receive it from the loom,
Sure.
the map goes to this library
Okay.
and with the number. So if you have a repeat order, if you have a custom order, we just go and pull that number, like 777. We know that you have a 8 by 10, you want that 9 by 12. So we pull out that, any of this, and we have all the record.
Wow.
So
these are previous orders, right?
these are the previous orders.
This is amazing.
And you can see these colors,
Yeah.
like in this. These were the colors used. So this is like 5-year-old rug. If you get a repeat order, your client wants, we have the record.
That's amazing. So
Yeah.
so you have all of these recorded and saved.
Everything is recorded.
What's the oldest one that you have?
Like normally we keep 10 to 12 years,
Okay.
but after that,
Do you dispose them after that, or you
yeah,
still keep them? Okay. Because you wouldn't want to keep anything that long, right?
yeah.
So Dilip, when a rug has been issued and the order has been placed, what happens next?
The weaver weave the rug on their looms
Okay.
in their villages or in their house,
Yeah.
And once the rug is, ready, like it's off from the loom, the weaver put it in some bus or some, transport, and then he bring it to us.
Okay.
And I'll show you how we do that. We
Sure.
receive a rug. So layout. So this is a rug. These are the weavers. They weave the rug. Now they are coming.
Also, this is completed now, right?
Yeah, this is completed. Like
Okay.
it's homecoming. It's delivered. The delivery on the loom, like a baby is delivered in the hospital. Now it's coming back to the home. And this is the material which was like extra material. So they are bringing this also. Once we receive the rug, we open it, and our quality inspector, they check every point, like the rug is crooked or every color placement, everything is correct or not.
Okay, so I see this is the chart from before, right?
Yeah, this is the map of the rug. We received the map with the complete rug, and I
Open it
will
up.
show you.
Let me see.
Just
I'd like to-
open.
So interesting. Wow.
Just open this one by one.
So each part is in accordance with the design of the rug
It's
below,
exactly the rug.
right? Wow.
It's a rug on the paper and then rug on with the wool.
And this is a 9 by 12 rug, right?
This is a 9 by 12.
I see, yeah. So each portion here is the
It's
width
like
of the rug.
9 feet by 1.5 feet.
So this is 9 feet long.
Yeah.
You have how many of these?
These are like 7.
7.
So altogether is 9 feet by 12 feet,
Interesting, wow. So what happens after this?
After this, we take the size, just take the size. Like we issue a 9 by 12.
Okay.
So now, after the kid has taken birth, we want to know like how much pound he is and what is how much his length is. So
And all the measurements associated with it.
because it's a handmade rug, so you never know, what is coming out. It
Sure.
might be 1 or 2 inch short and 1 or 2 inch long.
Yes.
You are aware of this,
Yes.
because you receive all the time, and lot of your client and you also ask us like, why this is short, why this is long.
It won't be perfect.
Yeah, it won't be perfect because it's
handmade.
a handmade rug.
Yeah,
It's like a human being. So you see, we take the size from 3 area. It's 11 by 9, 11 feet 9 inch, 11 8, 11 9.
Okay.
So let me explain you why it is 11 8 in between and 11 9 and 11 9 on the two side.
Yeah, why is that?
Because there are 3 different weavers. So you know the somebody is weaving tight their hand to hand. So the rug is like, and after we will show you then in the next step how we will fix and make it 11 9 all even or 11 8.
You're measuring one end, then you measure the center,
Second.
then you measure this end as well. To make sure that it's
9 2.
consistent in accordance to the size.
So this is how the measurement is there. Now we will weigh this rug.
Okay.
Like you have seen how we issue the rug. So we issue material. Suppose this is for a 8 by 10, we issue 50 kg.
Yeah.
So now the rug and the balance material should be 50 kg. So we are weighing the rug normally 9 by 12, it's 45 to 48 kg yarn and material, everything,
Okay.
which we give. So the rug is now 44 kg. Take it off or yarn lay off. And this is the balance yarn.
So just to clarify, this was weighed as 44 kg.
44 kg is the rug.
Yes. Initially 50 kg was given, right?
50 kg was given.
Of the extra materials.
Yeah.
So you have, that balances out. So this is the 7.8, that's the extra material of the wool given.
Yeah, that is the extra material.
Okay.
So sometimes it happens like we issue 50 kg, but we receive 51 kg because there is a 1 kg of dust
Yes, yes.
in the rug.
Okay.
And when we wash it out, it will go away.
Interesting.
So these are the things, you can only experience when you are on the ground.
These are all the intricate details.
So this is how we receive the rug. So now the baby is ready. Now it is going for take its first bath.
Let's go check that out.
After receiving the rug, we bring it here, and you can see this is the raw rug. The first processes are going to show.
I see. Okay, yes. So this is the rug as it's received, right? That's why it's so shaggy.
Yeah, it just coming from the loom, so it's very clumsy.
And it looks like it went through a preliminary shaving.
Yeah,
right?
this is the preliminary shaving. We show it how it done. So you can see the top wool, it has taken out.
Yes.
Now it's little clean. Now with a big needle, we open the yarn, so the design will be separated. You see like this. So this is done like every line.
Why is this done exactly?
So because the wool, the two design and the colors, they mingle with each other while weaving. So they separate it. It looks, clear. We open up the yarn because design color and, the ground color and the border color went into each other. So see, with the big needle, this guy is opening up the colors. Just like separating the yarns.
Oh, and you can see the individual lines too. Okay. So each line is a color then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see this is more of a lighter gray tone going across, and then you have a darker gray, then the blue and the brown.
And here you can see it's not like that. It's mixed.
And this is mixed. Okay. Okay. So this separates it in lines, right?
Yeah, it separates the line.
Interesting.
Yeah. Let's go to the second part.
So Dilip, what are these gentlemen doing right here?
These, as I told you, one rug is received like it's 9-2 from one end, 9 from one, and 9-1 from one end. This is because the weaver, who is weaving is weave tight, or he hit with the comb, in a different pace. So now these guys are making this rug exact 8 by 10 or exact the size what you want. So if the design is shifted little bit here and there, not as per the map, they are bringing it as per the map. This is a very, very tedious process, difficult process. sometimes only fixing a rug takes 10-12 days.
Wow, it's that long.
Yeah, because it's a kind of, they are correcting the weavers.
Of course, yeah. I can see the separation that has developed and how they're pushing the wool down back into the foundation, right?
Yes. And these are very experienced, people. Otherwise, one bad hit will spoil the rug.
Of course. So Dilip, what is this section exactly?
When we make the rug, it always rolls from the back. So sometime it is under the tree, some wood, something goes in. So we burn the carpet, and some of the yarn, it comes from the back.
Oh, I see.
So we burn it from the back and then brush it. So the back becomes even.
Okay.
And anything, if it's wrong, it goes inside, it comes out. So it will be ready for the washing.
I see. So this is more of a purification process before
Yes,
the washing.
absolutely.
Okay. Look at how efficiently this burns the back of the rug. And right after he's brushing it with follow on. So after you burn the back of the rug, now goes to the washing process?
Yes, it comes here, and you see, it is dipped in the water. Now it's coming out. Now they are giving it a massage.
I see that they're putting buckets of water under the rug as well,
Yes.
not just on top. Now, is this pure water, or do you have some type of a solution mixed in?
No, in the first time when we put the rug, in some of the collections we put some of the material, some of the chemical. So in some of the collections like Ushak or some antique wash rug, we put some henna or some chemicals, to make that look.
Yeah.
But these wool silk rugs are mostly washed with the plain water.
Okay.
It doesn't need any chemical. Washing is, like after weaving, washing is the most important, process for this rug.
Why is that? Just to clean it?
Clean it, and it makes the wool and silk soft, and something is wrong, it takes it off, and it should be even all the places. They should remove the whole water, and it should be dry. Washing and drying is also very, very important.
What's really interesting is that they're washing it from various different directions. Like they were doing it together at one point, and now they're doing it side by side.
Yes.
So once it's been washed, what happens after that?
Once it washed, they roll it tightly. Like you see here, the rug is rolled. We put a bamboo and then, stand it so that the water will come down, whatever, extra water is. So just put it. And we put the bamboo because it's a wet rug, so it sometimes it breaks,
Yes.
from the center.
Yes.
Bamboo holds the rug so it will not break.
Interesting. Okay.
And
And how long do you leave it standing like this?
at least for 6-7 hours.
Oh, really? That long? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that the water will come down. So now it's like,
Yeah, I can see it dripping already.
yes.
Okay.
And after that, we will open it and put it in the sun. You can come with me and see. Like these are the wash rug. These are,
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow, that's very hot.
Yeah.
Is this aluminum?
this is aluminum. So these are drying now.
Okay.
Sometime it takes, if it is a good sun, it takes 2-3 days. Sometimes the light is dim, so it takes 4-5 days.
Wow. That's a very long process to
Yeah,
dry
it's a long
it.
process.
What is this gentleman doing here?
Once the rug is dry in the sun, it is perfectly dried. We bring it and we call it stretching.
Okay.
So you can see this frame. We just hold this carpet by these pins. You can see the go.
Oh, so these are pins and hooks, right?
Yeah, these are
Okay,
the hooks.
okay. They're attached to the knotting of the side of the knotting of the rug,
Yes,
and then within the hooks you have these ropes.
these ropes.
Okay.
This is to tight the rug so it becomes straight. Sometime in washing or weaving, the rugs get little bit of off line.
So this is done to realign the rug in
Make it straight.
a
Perfect.
more of a straight format. Okay.
Yes. And then it is kept in the sun for at least 1.5 day, so it doesn't go crooked.
I
Again.
see. And then at that point, it would stabilize. In terms of
It
the
will stabilize.
Okay.
When the rug is off, we cut the sides and do the serging. As you know, I've seen people doing at your places also.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
some of the old rugs, so you know this process very well.
So this is the serging or the binding process to
Yes.
secure the siding of the rugs.
Absolutely.
Generally, how long does this process take? It looks like an 8x10 rug. How long does it take for him to bind from end to end?
8x10 all together, both the sides, 3 hours.
And come closer here. I want to show a little bit more of an in-depth look. It looks like he takes it from the back of the rug here, pushes it through the front, and just continues and keeps going on through like this.
So once the rug is binding is complete, everything, the final process is done. That is called the high and low, or the clipping, or the final carving of this rug.
Okay.
So this is a wool silk rug. You see the wool part is low, and everything is done by hand, So these are very, very experienced artisans, very skillful. They take a lot of time, and sometimes it takes 3-4 days just to do that by hand.
Yeah, this looks extremely difficult.
Yeah.
The area that's raised, this is silk, right?
Yes, this is silk that gives this 3D look, 3-dimensional look.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Because people love high and low rugs, so the silk is high. Some places after two knots, the color is changing, so only they have to clip 2 knots.
Come here, take a closer look at this. This is so interesting. Look at how delicate this process is. You have to be very careful about following the right design and carving the right areas so that the silk can pop out nicely. So Dilip, it looks like they're taking care of the fringes here, right?
Yes, this is the final process when everything is complete. We go to the fringes, and you can see how they are tying knots at the end to hold the fringes. And again, every process we need a skillful weaver. Otherwise, if there is an unskillful weaver, it takes whole day. If there is a skillful weaver, it takes 2 hours.
Well, they're not only skilled, but they're working very fast as well.
Yes, yes.
And again, how long does this process take?
Let me ask my weaver. ये कितना टाइम लगता है पूरा एक 8-10 को करने में दोनों साइड मिला के? It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
2 hours just for one side or both sides?
Both sides.
Both sides. Interesting.
Because 2 people are doing.
How many knots are they going at each one?
They are picking 5 total threads.
5 total threads
5
per
total
each knot
for each knots.
for the fringes. Okay.
It depends. It's on the quality. Quality it changes. Now the knotting is complete for the fringes, and you see they are straightening it by a comb, by iron comb, and then they will cut it, and as per the requirement of the client and as per the requirement of the quality. Sometimes they want 1 inch, sometimes they want 1.5 inch, and we do it like that.
So first the fringes are made, and then at that point it's combed,
Yeah.
and then clipped, so
Yes.
it's nice and even.
Yes. So no measurement used. They are so skillful. They know. You just tell them 2 inch, 1 inch. So you see how straight this is. So they are very skillful. So only thing with us, we are your manufacturer in India. Our company, they respect all the artisans and weaver.
So it looks like all of the completed rugs are put against this wall, right?
Yeah, these are 90% complete.
Okay.
Now the quality check, the final quality check before going is that we do at other center.
I see.
Because those people who are preparing the rug, who are the artisan, for the binding, for the clipping, because they have prepared the rug, so there is a different set of people. They do the quality checking.
I understand. Okay.
So they have a fresh eye. They found out what is different and they repair it, or they make it correct.
Sure.
And so when you receive the rug, you have no issues with the rug.
So let's take a look at a few samples here that you have ready for quality check.
Like this is the one, open this. This is a traditional rug. Our
Transitional. Yes, it has a traditional design. What is this? An Ushak design, right?
This is a Ushak design. This is Ushak finish, camel with beige. It's very much in demand. Total 11 color used. It's one pile. It's no
Yes.
high-low.
Yes, this is not a high-low. This is a nice even cut all the way through.
Yes.
And do you have a modern one to show?
Yeah. Please show this. This is the modern one, which is made with 2 yarns, wool and silk.
Oh wow, this is gorgeous.
And you see the silk is high.
Yes, yes.
If you see from the close, and you give your hand, you can see.
Wow, this is amazing.
And all you have seen how the high and low was doing.
Yeah, yeah. Look at the texture on this. You can see this is the base. That's wool base, right?
Yeah.
So the wool is the base of the rug. This has just been clipped evenly, but the silk has been carved
Yes.
to give it that three-dimensional look.
Yeah. And if you use the highest quality of the wool, you get this texture. It's all dependent on the quality of the yarn. And these are real silk. They are coming from the cocoon. And if you turn this rug from the back, you can see we have put a tape on the back, and there are fringes, behind this tape. So some of the clients they need fringes.
Yes.
So you can take off the tape, and the fringes is there. And if they want like all side binding, the tape is there, so they can use it at a modern rug.
So this is done as a protective measure because people in general, when they have rugs in their homes, they'll vacuum them. And so just to have it as low maintenance, they'll have it bound like this because it's just easier to maintain.
Perfect.
But some people do prefer the fringe, which you still have.
Yes.
All you did was you just covered this with the binding.
Absolutely.
So as you can see, we're in the packing center here. First, what happens is that the rugs are brushed and cleaned, and then from there, the employees will come and start rolling it, and then they'll apply it right here on these 2 stools. They'll start wrapping it with plastic and getting it ready to be wrapped up right here. And as you can see, a large batch has already been taken care of in this section, and then they come over in this area where they get wrapped up once more. Once it's wrapped up with the burlap, it's stitched by hand in the center and then on both ends as well, and ready for exporting to be shipped out. So this is the room where the photography is taken care of. The first step is that they'll take the ladder, place it right here in the center, and then they'll fix the camera that you see up there with an L-jack. And once that's situated, then they'll bring the rug in, place it to the center of the room, and calibrate this computer program here with regards to taking photos. And each photo is taken with this flash that you see here to be able to show you and present you all the photos of the beautiful rugs that you see. So I arrived in Varanasi last night. Varanasi is a holy city near the Ganges River, and I'm heading to Badawi. It's about an hour plus away from the city of Varanasi. That's where the rug convention is being held. And it's taking such a long time because we're going through a lot of these dirt roads. So I just got checked in here and going to the inside of the exhibition to come check out some of the new merchandise that has arrived. Here with my friend Sparsh. How are you?
Very well, man. How are you?
Good, good to see you. So
Same
Sparsh is one of our vendors that we work with, and we actually carry a lot of the grass design rugs from them. So what I love so much about the grass design rugs is that they're so versatile. You can use them in almost any setting, and they come in a lot of different colorways as well.
We are one of the first people who started making this grass designs with him. It's a simple two-color design, and that's the beauty of this. It's consistent, and you can produce it any two colors according to your interiors, or whichever color you feel like. These are two colors. And then we use different kind of materials also.
Come and take a look at this. This is really interesting. This is what I love about these type of rugs. This has more of a vivid red here, and then it actually goes more into like a pinkish purplish, right?
Yes.
So this is done on purpose?
So this is basically wool and sari silk. So wool is in the background, and this red color which you are seeing, this is sari silk. So sari silk is basically the recycled silk, which is made by the thread of the saris which Indian women wear.
So Sparsh actually has the sari silk here, this exact color, right?
Yes, this
Look
is
at this. Oh, I love how this is kind of intertwined. You have the brighter red, and then this is more of a darker red or purple. What would you call this?
This is basically a mixture of many colors which are used in sari, again the thread, because it's a waste of the silk which we get from the making of the saris. So this is how you get this airbrush, and that's the beauty of this.
Including this in a handmade carpet.
Yes,
like this.
exactly.
So Sparsh, do you have anything of a new collection to show me?
This is a sapphire collection. When you actually just see, you actually just put your foot on this. Just imagine the kind of comfort what you can get.
Yeah, it's very plush.
Yeah. So that's a new thing, and the design and the colors is something which normally we make as per American market. So these colors which are very interior friendly, and with your furniture and everything, it should go. So that's the one thing which we always keep in mind.
And one of the main reasons people buy rugs is because they want something soft to step on, right?
Exactly.
When you get out of the bed, you want to step on a soft rug, or if you're in your living room, you want to feel that plush feel. But I mean, this is just fabulous. This is so...
It's like a soft toy of rug.
So this is Dinesh from Jaipur Rugs, and it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, Sam.
Thank you so much for your time.
Good to see you. Yep.
So
thank you for visiting.
we do a lot of business with them, and mainly we do a lot of the vintage rugs.
Vintage rug, and this
like
collection
along the
we are
wall
doing
over
very
there.
good, and we did lots of this collection, and this one also, the vintage one, the higher quality. So this is our some place and time collection. So this is our best seller collection in all over country. So you can see the texture is very soft, very vintage look.
Yeah, it looks like it's been cut nice and low,
right?
To
and
give it that distressed feel.
Yeah, this is 100% Afghani wool.
Yes.
Yeah, and we are keeping inventory in all the sizes. You can see. So we have available from 6x9 to 12x18 in stock.
So the green means that you have them in stock, right?
In stock, yeah.
Okay,
and yellow means we have on loom.
On loom.
So it will be ready in next 3 to 4 months.
Okay, great. And there was, I saw earlier, there was a beautiful, almost like a ushak design that you had under here, or was it on?
In here.
Okay.
We'll show you.
Let's go and take a look at that.
Yeah. So this is the same collection with 100% Afghani wool. This is with pile.
Yeah, this has a nice plush pile to it. So this is not cut to be distressed.
Right.
So you can see it has more of a plush feel to it there. And what type of quality is this?
This is 88 is 64 knots per square inch.
Yes.
And this is 100% Afghani wool. So if someone like distressed look, so we can oxidize. So then it will look like very soft this pile.
And again, oxidation means that they burn the surface of the pile to alter the colors.
There is a different 3 to 4 times wash. There is a different type of finishing to achieve the look in this collection.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great. Well, I'd like to actually show one of these modern rugs.
So
I came across this one. It was really nice because it has this feel of an all-over design, but then you have certain areas where the pile breaks away like this, and it gives it almost like a distressed feel.
Yeah. So this is our new collection, is Kavi collection, and this is our designer collection. And this collection we are doing very good. So you can see this is like wool with bamboo silk. So you can see this part is a hand spun 100% wool, and the signing is a bamboo silk.
I'm so impressed because these type of rugs are extremely difficult to make. I mean, you have to be very, very attentive to the detail in terms of the carving. There's so many areas
Now
where
you can see,
yeah.
you can see this is a wool, this is the high and low. You can see this part is high, this is low, this is wool with bamboo. So every work by hand.
So Dinesh,
Yeah.
in general, how long does it take to make a rug like this?
This 8x10 will take overall like 5 months.
Okay.
So all the like from starting from map to dyeing, then weaving, and after weaving the washing. So all this process will take 5 months
Okay.
for 8x10. So it actually the lead time is depend on the quality. If we go higher quality, then lead time will increase accordingly to notes. You can see. So this is like 64 notes per square inch. If we go higher quality, like 1414 is 198 notes per square inch.
Yes.
The notes will increase.
Of course.
And the weaving time, they will take the time for notes.
I see. Yeah.
So like 1414 will take like 8x10, approx 8 to 9 months.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. If we go,
And how many people? That's 3 people on a loom or 4?
yeah, 4 people. So this is our modern collection. It's a 6 quality wool with bamboo. So this is 36 notes per square inch. This is our bestseller collection. So you can see the notes is 36 notes per square inch. So 1 square inch you can count 36.
Yes.
And so this will take like 4 months for 8x10.
Okay.
And this quality is our super fine collection. It's a 1414 wool and real silk, and it's 198 notes per square inch. So you can see the bag.
Yes.
It's
Much
super
finer.
fine.
I mean, come and zoom in and take a look
Yeah,
at the
you can see
disparity. You
zoom.
can see how fine this weave is in
So
comparison
it's
to the bigger knots on the left.
198 notes per square inch. This is our finest collection we are doing. So 1 8x10 will take 8 to 9 months. If we weave 10x14, 12x18, it will take 1 year, 1.5 years. It depends on the size.
Also, I'd like to take a look at the vintage collection that you
Yep.
have over there.
Yep, you can
Some
see.
beautiful rugs. So we actually have plenty of these in our showroom. These are the Khotan designs with the pomegranates here. And what I love about this type of rug that you guys have done perfectly is not only the vintage distressed look, but how it's more of a transitional piece because
Correct.
you have a shorter border.
You can see the borders, very short border and little bit pile, and the quality you can, it's like vintage, and
Exactly.
so like 30 notes per square inch,
Yeah.
and price point is good, very affordable, and it's very nice collection.
You know, the issue that I have with some traditional rugs is that they have a wide border and that limits you in terms of how you can place the furniture in the room.
Yeah.
But when you have a thinner trim going along the border of the rug, you have more flexibility to be able to place your
Yeah.
furniture in different ways.
Yes, yes,
So-
we can do. So
Yeah.
according to the furniture, we can do little more border, but mostly all the design is like a small border.
I'd like to highlight this rug. This is absolutely gorgeous. It looks like, I was telling you before, I know it's somewhat like brush strokes of a painting, but
Paint,
Yeah,
very
yeah.
simple, and this is a 88 is a 64 notes per square inch. This is wool with bamboo. So you can see this part is wool, and this part in the signing is bamboo silk.
yes.
Very
yes.
simple. Let me ask you, which is your favorite rug?
You know, that's a very tough question to ask. My favorite rug is the one that sells. That's what I would- All right, well, thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
so
time.
much.
It's
Nice
been
to
an
meet with
absolute
you.
pleasure
Thank you so
to
much.
be here and see the gorgeous rugs
Thank
that
you
you
for
have in
coming.
your collection. So tell me, all of the rugs that you have stationed here, these are all completed rugs, right?
Not fully completed, but at the time, when we are packing, after final selection, we do all the final touch. We cut the fringes. If our customer don't need the fringes, we remove the fringes, and we just oversee, finally inspect, and see if there is no defect, and then we pack it.
I see, okay.
So I'm going to show you a new collection which we have just developed, a modern design with wool and silk, and there is no relief. You know, mostly what Indian carpet companies are making, even we are making another collection in which if we are using wool and pure silk, there is a relief like high and low effect.
Yes.
But in this new collection, what we have done, we have not done the finishing like high and low, no relief, but it is wool and silk.
So this pile is, again, not high and low. This is a flat pile all the way through.
Yes, yes. Very beautiful, modern, again with a tribal look.
I'm so shocked with regards to how difficult it is to weave these rugs, because it's not like a traditional Persian rug where you have a symmetrical design. This is something where you, even within the gray tones, you have different colors going on as well. So the weavers have to really spend a lot of time and attention in terms of selecting the right type of color, switching out, pulling in the new one, switching out again, putting in another one, even within the same color tones.
You know, we always take the feedback and comment of all our employees, because you never know who is giving you a jackpot idea.
Yeah.
You know, we are human beings, we come up with jackpot ideas. So I always take feedback and comments from my employees who are working and who are helping to grow this business. So one of my employees said, if they want sheared pile, we should oxidize it. So we just oxidized this and we have finished this piece, and it has came out very beautiful. Same exact what my customer is looking for.
Now, Deepak, how do you oxidize a rug exactly?
You know, we use chemical.
Okay.
And we wash it with the chemical, with the water and chemical, and we leave it soaked overnight in the chemical water. And when we take it out, most of the wool burns, and whatever is left, we shear it with the machine and sometime with the hand. At the end, we have to shear it with the hand, and it gives you a smoky look. That is the most beautiful thing. A smoky look. You can feel it, you can see it. It is not a definite color. It has, the colors have changed. It has a variation. These are all natural variation of the color. Before it was all solid color.
Yes.
But with the oxidized wash, it has a variation. It was burned more on this side. That's why the color has gone.
Okay. Is the backside, does the backside
See,
have variation too?
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
From the backside, it was not having a pile. So it didn't affect the backside.
see. Okay,
As you can
okay.
see, there is no much variation. This is more solid.
Okay.
And when you compare it half, the face and the back doesn't look the same because of the oxidized wash.
Of course.
The only challenge and only limitation with the oxidized wash is we cannot, make a definite production. Like all the pieces will be little different. One lot, 4 pieces, it will be little different look-wise because of the temperature, because of how much it is soaked in the water,
Yes, yes.
how long it is soaked in the water. So it is little variation, and that is the beauty about handmade rug, that it is having a character of not to be definite.
Do you find it difficult in terms of trying to produce the same type of rug almost every time? Because it seems like in today's society, we're so used to things being mass produced, cars, clothes, things like that. And when it comes to rugs, even handmade rugs, it seems that the common consumer has that same mentality as well.
I want to tell you one thing. A rug, you have to have a lifestyle to own a rug. That is very important. You go to an American home, not every home has a handmade rug. They have a rug because of the climate, because of the environment. They need to have a rug because it is cold. But not everybody have a handmade rug.
Of course.
So, and the most beautiful part about selling a handmade rug to a consumer in America is they know about the rug. That is the beauty. I really salute the final consumer who are buying the rug. It's not that, that they are buying a rug as a part of decoration. No, they are buying a rug, they know about it. They know the value about it. The money what they are spending They know how much money they are spending, and it's worth it. That's the beauty. You go to any Asian, emerging country like India, China, people have a lot of money and people have a lot of carpet in their house, handmade carpets. But they have no knowledge about rug. Their architect, their designer, their interior designer said it will look nice in your house. So they say, oh, it will look nice? Okay, just buy it. So it is a part of decoration in these kind of countries where they have no awareness, there is no knowledge about the rug. But America, whenever I go to my customers, gallery studios,
Sure.
where they are having customers, final customers visiting them, when I listen to them, they are like encyclopedia about rug. They talk about rug. They know about the rug sometimes more than us.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I love that.
Yeah.
And I always believe that what we are selling a piece of art,
Yes.
and it is undervalued. Even what price I'm quoting you, what price you are quoting to your customer, it is undervalued. A time will come, I don't know when, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, this will be history. So, I really invite everybody who want to own a rug, it's the time to own a rug. Just go for it.
Well, first off, I'd like to sincerely thank you for giving me this level of exposure to the rug industry. Honestly, it's been very much mind-opening for me just to learn about all the intricacies that go on behind the scenes. So I really appreciate the time that you've given me and access.
Pleasure was all ours.
I'd like to talk about this idea of the cost of labor, because there has been a narrative scripted in the past where the US is taking advantage of labor from other countries. And obviously the cost of labor in India is much less in comparison to the US. It's much less in China as well. I'd like you to speak with regards to this, because from what I've learned, it seems that the cost of labor here is actually a very competitive living wage for all the laborers that are involved in the weaving process.
To go to the economics of this, first you have to understand, before cost of labor or cost, which we are putting on the rug, that what is the cost of living in India. If somebody can survive in India with food, education, everything in like $10 a day, so he needs $300 a day a month, and he is happy. So this is around somewhere around $200 to $300 in a month in India is very happy, and they can survive. While if he is in China, the cost of living is different. In Europe and in America, it's like 3,000 to 4,000. But right now, India is growing. The construction industry, the road transport industry, the IT industry, you name it, and it's growing.
But Dilip, why is there this willingness to go forward with anything?
India or Indians are very flexible, very simple since ages. So whatever good things comes, we accept, So the carpet thing, it came and we accepted and we included. And so you see all over the world, all the countries, how much they are carpet making, and what India is making will be bigger than that.
It's the willingness to be open to things.
Yeah, willingness to open the thing, willingness to try new things, more flexible, very flexible.
And that's what provides the foundation for growth overall.
Yeah, and you don't see only in the rug industry, you see everywhere. Why India is growing? Because it's flexible. Yeah. Somebody is not doing anything, you come to India, we are there for you.
The very last question that I'd like to ask you is with regards to the challenges that have developed in the rug industry, not just specifically for you as a wholesaler, but for the country of India. What are the challenges that you guys are going through currently?
The biggest challenge is to make the right rug, to an honest rug, a genuine rug. We are doing that. We don't say we are cheap, we are less, we are big, we are genuine. If some of my clients want a rug, we put wholehearted effort in that. We treat you and us as a team, and our weaver and our designer all are the part of a team. All together we achieve that. So this is one challenge, like since India is growing, things are getting better. So we are not getting weavers. This is one of the challenge. Another thing, the carpet is one of the last thing which somebody use in their home.
That's true.
So if they are happy, they have spent everything, so the last thing so it's a kind of depends upon sentiment. When something happens around the world, the first thing they hold money, they don't buy a rug.
It's a luxury item.
It's a luxury item.
It's not a necessity. by
So
any
the
means.
market gets slow sometimes. So, and we have to keep our looms, because once you lose the loom and that weaver goes away to some other business, it's very difficult
to replace him. Yeah.
replace.
Well, you know, Dilip, it has been such a blessing and honor to come here and to provide this level of exposure to people watching this. I hope that my curiosity has enhanced your vision of the rug industry, and I sincerely thank you so much for the time that you have
Thank you
given
for
me.
taking time. You are coming from America and to this place, and you went all the places. I know how much pain you took, thank you. And thank you everybody who was there in Rouzati, from all of us, from all my weavers, all the laborers, from my owner, Mr. Deepak Khanna, and everybody. Thank you.